Well, I got some friends. Looks like they're having a good time eating grass, right? Looks like my motorcycle attracts attention because it's not a common sight. So, give you a quick preview of what I ride here in the Philippines. Prior to coming to the Philippines, I've been riding Harley touring bikes, a couple different kinds. So, what I got here is a CB500X. Right there. And so this is considered an adventure touring bike. And so I wanted something where you can ride some rough roads, and some of these roads are small and they're not really conducive to big 1500cc bikes. So I added some handlebar extensions down here to make it taller for me, more comfortable ride. I added this bar so I can put my phone mount here. I added these side bags. They are waterproof, and I have rain gear on one side, the other side's open. So you just unstrap these and kind of roll this thing up, and has these clips. I added this top box. So that way, it's how actually we do all of our grocery shopping. Whatever fits in that little hand carry basket will fit in here. If we really need to and need an overflow, we can put some in the bag. But generally, it all will fit in here. And now that the grocery store is close, I can leave this open a little bit and just drive with it flapping a bit. But it's not a bad bike. It took me a while to get used to riding so high. I'm not used to having my feet kind of behind me a little bit. Usually with the Harleys, the controls are more forward. So you're riding with your knees bent, more like a sport bike. I added these crash bars. I've actually, unfortunately, had to use that once. And I bought these Denali auxiliary lights from the US, and I brought them here. Super easy to install, no need to splice wires, solder. It was pretty easy, and they're super bright. Turns these little back roads that are normally pitch black, turns it into daylight. So it has a switch that came with it, and you turn the switch on and it turns the lights on at 40%. And then at nighttime, if it's really dark, you turn the bright switch on and that'll turn the auxiliary lights on at 100%. So it can really light up the road. The problem is it's so bright, even with it less than half at 40%, you'll get a lot of people that are blinded. So I have to shut the lights off if people are coming the opposite way. But yeah, I had this for maybe 1 month, and a neighbor backed into me. Got a little scrape here, and he was backing his truck up. I don't know why, but he didn't see me. The motorcycle tilted and fell into a ditch. And I was just up the road at a little store, and the ladies were yelling, "Hey, sir, your motorcycle tipped over." I'm thinking, God, wonder what broke. It's only been a month. So really, the only thing that happened is I broke my mirror, and I took like 2 months for a mirror to come in. The Honda dealers don't stock accessories like they do back in the US. So they had to order it. It came from Thailand. And I have a scrape here on that case right there. That was the only real major damage, but I did not get refunded. So the guy came, helped the people that were there pick the motorcycle back up, and then that was it. Not even a sorry. Sadly, it was a neighbor, and from and he didn't kind of avoided us after that. The second time after that, the second time it fell, the crash bars are on. I kind of painted it. You kind of see it scratched. They'll take out the road here, and they won't leave one lane. They'll just take it out, and like this road, it'll be cement, and then it'll go to like this, mud, dirt. And if it's dry, it's okay. I can traverse that okay. But if you go through it after it's rained, this stuff can turn into like slick, icy, uh, it's more like a clay actually than this dirt. And I was on the cement, it went down into the mud, and I was coming back up to the cement. The front end just went out and we went down. And that time I broke my brake lever. So now I bought these. So if it falls, it will just turn them up. But yeah, that sucked. The guy behind us was yelling, be careful in their language. And he helped me pick it up. And he's like, yeah, 3 or 4 people yesterday fell at the same spot. So it's had 2 spills. And so I've also changed the tires from the stock to something that has a little more tread. The ones that came with it had a little bit of tread, but unfortunately, we went on a trip going in the back roads, and I think it was kind of dirt, and someone had a roofing nail that fell, and that roofing nail went right in the middle of the tire. And here they don't take the tire off and patch it from the inside. They use a wax lace, and they stick it in the tire, and they put a little glue on it. When they pull the handle out, the waxy string will seal up the hole. Well, after a few months, it wasn't working so well. Every morning I would be down about 15, 20 pounds, so I had to get new tires. And unfortunately, they don't carry this size tire on the island, so I had to go take it on the ferry and go to Cebu and get these Michelin tires. But it's a good motorcycle, 6 speed, uh, water cooled, no issues with it. Starts, little. When you buy a new motorcycle, you get some free maintenance with it. So I had, I think the first 3 or 4 oil changes were included. They threw it in, so I've been taking it back to the dealer. I haven't had to change my oil yet. I think I'm getting close to where that runs out, and then I'll just buy the oil and the filter and do it myself. This is also really my first time that I can recall in a long, long time that I have to maintain a chain. Yeah, the chain's kind of new for me out here. It's always, with the humidity and the seawater, it gets rusty quick. Then you got the dirt from the roads and stuff, so you're having to get oil. And if you go to a motorcycle shop, they give you this oil, but it's like a gear oil. It's really liquid. It's very thin, I should say. And so it comes in a can, and you put it on your chain. And then, of course, when you drive, it just splatters all over the rim. So I try to get this thick spray of a lubricating oil, and it's made by Molto. And then I spray it on the chain. So, and oddly enough, the chain keeps going loose on me. Keep bringing it back to the dealer. He adjusts it, but I'll be riding, and then I could hear the chain flapping. And I can tell too when you try to give it gas, it doesn't seem like it lags a little bit because there's too much flex in the chain. But it's a good motorcycle. Like I said, you don't see too many motorcycles like this. Yeah, everyone's so friendly. All you have to do is wave. They'll always wave back. They'll always say hello. Sometimes they'll call me in their own language, cousin, or hey, my friend, or hey, Joel. So, yeah, they're always willing to say hello. And sometimes if they don't say hello, if I wave, then they smile and wave back. So All right, let's go. Well, that's a whole big truck of ladies. Oh yeah, here in the Philippines, you can ride in the back of a pickup truck. As many people as you could hold. Boy, something must be going on. What a great view. You see all the ocean. It's very windy, it's cool. It's a hot day, so that wind feels good. Look at that. It's amazing. That yellow house has got a great spot. 360-degree views. Here it is right here up on the left. What a great house. The deck overlooking the ocean.